Lynette Maphosa. This presentation will look at my career path and then review and analyze the operations of a company I'd like to work for in the future. Looking at my career path, my goal is to become a wedding planner. In 2 years' time, I would have graduated and earned my bachelor's degree in events management. I'll then apply for an internship within the wedding industry to help me further my skills. By 5 years' time, I aim to become a wedding planner. I'll join a company called QVZ that manage different wedding planners in the UK. In 10 years' time, I aim to start up my own wedding planning school. We'll offer a variety of courses and seminars for newly wedding planners. UKAW is a company I've chosen to look at. They believe in investing, training, developing wedding planners within the UK. I'll be reviewing and discussing about their contract type, recruitment strategy, learning and development strategy, performance management strategy, change management strategy, HR policy strategy, and exit strategy. Looking at their contract type, UKW is run by 3 wedding planners. They have different directors and tutors within the company. Their prominent contract type is job share. This is because the different members share different responsibilities. I would recommend that they employ freelance wedding planners. By hiring freelancers, it would mean less traveling for the directors of the company. It would also mean that the students get the opportunity to learn from different wedding planners within the industry. Moving on to recruitment strategy. When recruiting staff, UKAW should first analyze the position, prepare a job profile for exactly what type of person they're looking for. Then, after that, they should advertise the vacancy using both external and internal methods. Following from that, they should host telephone interviews to ask the candidates about themselves and just to get an overview of their different skills. And then invite them to shortlisted candidates for further assessments. And then make the offer by email. Finally, they should host induction days for new employees just to get them to understand the different operations of the company. Looking at the learning and development strategy, UKAW offers a variety of training programs and seminars. For example, one-to-one sessions, wedding planning excellence, PR workshops, and flower workshops. As a recommendation, I'll suggest that they host team building sessions and activities so that the employees develop a strong relationship and this helps them work well as a team together. It also gives them a chance just to know each other better. Another recommendation is that they should consider cutting down some of their prices. As we can see, they're quite costly. The prices are like 700, 200. Therefore, they should give some of their seminars and training programs should be free of charge. This will give employees an opportunity to learn and further develop their skills without having to spend money. Moving on to performance management. Performance management includes activities that are designed to motivate and encourage employees to work towards a certain objective. I recommend that UKW identify their goals and objectives, review and define objectives to ensure that they're on track. They should always constantly review and analyze employees' performance and the company's overall performance. Lastly, they should reward employees through bonuses and promotion. This will help staff to become motivated in order for them to keep on making improvements within the organization. Moving on to change management. Usually, change management must involve the people rather than being imposed onto the people. Change management is the process of managing the ways of communicating changes to the employees in the company. I suggest that UKAW firstly review what needs to be changed within the company and how the change will affect the employees. Secondly, the manager must find a way to convince employees that change is needed. The manager can do this by creating a vision for change. He can then communicate and define the vision for change, explain exactly why there's changes, how the changes affect the company, how the changes will affect them as the employee. The manager must make sure that he gets the employees involved rather than for them to be not involved. Therefore, they'll feel included within the change. The manager must also explain the rewards of the change. Lastly, the manager must collect and analyze on how the change has affected the company. Moving on to the HR policy strategy. UKW has different policies. For example, they have a code of business conduct, they have a health and safety policy, they have a client confidential policy. Usually, policies are needed in order for employees to act accordingly and to know it, so that they know exactly what is expected of them. I recommend that UKW review their current policies that they have, and then they need to update their policies as there are currently new legislations being introduced within the wedding industry. Therefore, they should be up to date so that their policies match up to the new legislations. They should do this every year, as legislations are currently being updated every year. Finally, looking at the exit strategy. When an employee wants to leave the company, they must first write a resignation, a letter of resignation. This will be a letter explaining the reasons for them leaving, when they plan to leave. Usually, they have to write this letter 6 weeks before actually leaving the company. After this, then the manager must host an exit interview. An exit interview is when the manager discusses the different the reasons why the employee is leaving, and then he might try and convince the employees to stay. If they are a reliable employee, he might try to give the employee a promotion or a better position within the company. However, if the employee decides to leave the company, then the manager must then contact the employee on their progress after they've left. This can be usually done after 6 months, just to check up on how they're doing as when they left the company. The last thing will be to host a leavers party. The leavers party will be hosted a year for current employees and ex-employees. By hosting a leavers party, the employees can share the experience of working within the wedding industry. They can give each other tips on how to step up within the wedding industry, how to become a wedding planner, a successful wedding planner, how to have your own wedding company, and also the different difficulties of working within the wedding industry. The leavers party also gives a chance for all current employees to personally get to know each other in order for them to work well as a team. Therefore, they'll be able to personally all grow together and also just unite as a team for them to work better within the future. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed yourself. Bye.